Good morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. It's your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I'm here to give you your weekly encouragement. Well, on a glorious, lovely day, as it is always when you are blessed to wake up in the morning, it is a beautiful, sunshiny day on a lovely second Sunday in June. And it is glorious, just as beautiful and glorious as it is outside, is how it is on the inside. As I told you last week, as long as it's good and glorious on the inside, didn't I tell you it was going to eventually show up on the outside? See what happened? It's going to be hot, sunny today, just like summertime, exactly how I like it. That's all it takes. When you believe it first on the inside, it has no choice but to show on the outside. Well, today I am going to not only for this weekly encouragement, I'm going to celebrate and continue to motivate at the same time. Because as we all know, this weekend and this past week, a lot of kids, a lot of children have came into great milestones with graduating from high school. Just like last month, we saw a lot of our family, friends, and colleagues, such as myself, graduate with various college degrees. So I am here to celebrate anybody and everybody that is a member of the class of 2023. I applaud you and I give you a round of applause and a standing ovation and salute you. Congratulations. Celebrate this milestone because it is great. Regardless of how small or how big this is, celebrate it because it is a milestone in your life that defines who you are and it defines where you have came from. So, this is your time. Celebrate yourself and enjoy. And to those who are coming behind, because I got the blessing. I had a blessing not only to see myself graduate last month, but I got to see my 4-year-old graduate out of pre-K in May. I got to see my 14-year-old graduate out of 8th grade. He's going into high school, along with seeing two cousins, a great cousin graduate out of high school, and my youngest cousin on my daddy's side graduate out of high school, and they are both going to college. So I am so happy and proud of not only just myself, but those around me, because it's beautiful to see your own generation coming up and growing. You might feel a little old, but it's good to see that they're growing up and thriving in the best person that they can be. So today, if I could just talk to you for a few moments, I want to elaborate and give you another motivator for those who may not be celebrating, but want to be one day able to celebrate as well. Well, I got something for you. If I had to give it a word today, it would be celebrate yourself along the way. Simply celebrate yourself. Well, you may be saying, well, what? Why? What do I? What? There's nothing special to happen. Doesn't have to be nothing special to happen. You celebrate yourself along the way, along the journey. That's where a lot of times as human beings we fall short, and that's what I'm about to elaborate on. As human beings, we fall short a lot of times in waiting for the big things, saying, well, it's the big things that we celebrate. So we give all the celebration that we have to other folks, giving it to family, friends, associates, co-workers that we see achieving their goals, and give ourselves no gratitude, no glory, and give ourselves no accreditation. And that's what causes us to start sinking. And there's nothing wrong with giving credit. Give credit where credit is due. Give accreditation. Give glory. Give gratitude. Show gratitude. Give all that you can to somebody. But don't forget to also give it to yourself. Don't give it all to somebody and then when you come back to yourself, don't got nothing to give yourself. Because that's what causes you to look at your accomplishment and act like it won't nothing. And shake it off like it ain't nothing but water off a duck's back. And when you're doing that, then that right there is what causes you to feel lower than what you are. Celebrate yourself. That's what I want you to start doing as of today. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate what every milestone that you have crossed, along with celebrating others. Also celebrate yourself. Save some of that celebration for yourself if you're only celebrating by yourself. Because, hey, as I've told you before, you don't need the whole crowd. Long as you know, then that's all that needs to be present and accounted for. So, a lot of times is where we fall short. We celebrate everybody else when they graduate high school, when they graduate college, when they get married, when they buy a house. So when we get an apartment, we act like that won't nothing. When somebody gives us a mobile home to start with, we act like, psh, and we belittle it. So then animosity may build in. Envy may build in. Jealousy may build up inside because you're not celebrating the milestone you have accomplished. So that's what I need you today to focus on. Celebrate yourself along this journey. Celebrate every milestone that you come across and encounter. No matter how big it is, no matter how small it is, you got to celebrate every last one. Because guess what? The amount or the value and worth of that milestone may not be the same for somebody else. And I give you a great example. When I found out that I was eligible to graduate with my Bachelor's of Science in Psychology, my advisor told me, she said, you need to show up for this virtual ceremony and you need to make sure that you come to that graduation. She said, because I understand what you got to go through, but she said, what you need to recognize, regardless if you got Dean's List, valedictorian, salutarian, doesn't matter. You need to recognize the fact that you even got honor roll at any point. And then this is taking your major courses, not basic courses. The fact that you took higher major courses and made honor roll your whole senior year, you need to show up. Because there's a lot of people that can't do that. She also told me, come to the graduation. Because a lot of people that is going in the same situation with you with 3 kids, working full-time and going to school full-time and being able to hit honor roll, and you get to graduate. Do you know how many people that was, if they were in your shoes, couldn't even touch what you're doing? You need to come and celebrate yourself. Because it may not be a 4.0 GPA, 3.8, whatever, but the fact that you're able to graduate, with the fact that you got 3 kids, divorced, and you work full time, and you had to control a disability, a legal disability, girl, you need to celebrate because a lot of people in your shoes couldn't handle it. When I thought about it, I said, man, she is right. So that's what encouraged me to learn how to celebrate yourself, even if it ain't where somebody else is at. Because guess what? You are on the top in your league. And that's what you got to believe in. Celebrate yourself. Do not sit down and belittle any milestone you come over because you are worth it. You are valuable and you need to recognize that. So starting today, beginning today, celebrate yourself. Celebrate every milestone you come across. Don't belittle it. Don't look down. Don't say it wasn't enough because guess what? Because of who you are and because there's nobody else to replace you, you are more than enough. Remember that. Keep that in mind. As this week goes on, celebrate yourself in all you do because there's nobody and nobody else and nothing else that's greater and better than you. Well, my friends and colleagues, that is all I have for you today. But tune in next week for another weekly encouragement and stay tuned because I got some good news. Until then, you know I love you and I appreciate you. Subscribe to Lady Superwoman for all your weekly encouragements. And remember to celebrate yourself. Every milestone, celebrate yourself this week. See you later. Bye.